Hello, everyone. This is Matt Vadney, a child's ELA teacher at the Catherine Thomas School. This is a video about working with the Read and Write Google extension. It's so to start off, it's very important that you use Google's Chrome browser. It's the only way to access the online tools that are assigned to your child's Gmail account. Remember, you're using a Gmail account that ends with it's the name of the account is the first letter of your child's name plus their last name, all lowercase letters, at kts-ttlc.org. You'll find your child's account information. If they started the school year off at the beginning, taped to the inside of their binder flap. If your child came mid-year, you would have to contact myself or your child's homeroom teacher to get their password, but that's really not a big deal. I have it available online that I can reach. So if you have any questions, just let me know, and I should be able to respond to you in a timely manner. So you open up Google Chrome. Now you're looking at the iMac version of Google Chrome now. If you're using a Windows-based laptop or a desktop, or if you're using a Google Chromebook, yours will look a little differently. In order for me to access extensions, which is what Read and Write is, which is why you have to use Google Chrome. At the end of your toolbar, there'll be three very modest dots at the end of the toolbar. You click that to access what I'm about to get from a different menu. If you're using a Mac, you can't see it because of the nature of my screen recorder, but I have a traditional program menu at the very, very top. And I'm going to click on a window, and you will find an option, which you probably see here, extensions. When you click on extensions, all the extensions associated with your child's Chromebook account is right here. Make sure that Read and Write is turned on. If you ever find it being buggy, turn it off and then turn it back on. Make sure the Text Help PDF Reader is on. Okay. All the other ones are associated with teacher stuff. So these are the extensions that you use. Now, whenever you're just using, because mine is on all the time, I can't quite show you. But if forever you're using like trying to read an internet page or annotate using the text box, using the internet page in Chrome, and the Read and Write extension is not on, if you look up here in the toolbar, anything that's lit up is activated. And this purple puzzle piece is Read and Write. And so you want to, you would click that and it would launch the program. Now, if you use any program that's been, any PDF file that's been processed by your teacher through Text Help PDF Reader, or what we call SnapVerter, when you open it up, it'll immediately launch Read and Write. So for example, I'm going to open up one of these PDF type files. Here's a lesson that kids are doing on March 9th. And see, it launches, looks just like this. Again, the top is all a little bit different because of I'm using a Mac version of Chrome, so it will be a little different. So here we have a digitized PDF. It's not merely a photograph, it's a digital document. You can, so going over the menu here, you have a lot of options. Here you can click to speak. I'm not quite sure what that is. Here's a visual dictionary. So let's say you just click on one word and you click on dictionary. It will read it. Okay, the reason why it's not working is it's scanning it as a singular word. Maybe if I do that proper. Okay. Um, X that out. Here's a picture dictionary for a word. Okay, there you go. Or if I change it to noun, there's a noun. Cool, huh? Then we have the play feature. You click where you wanted to start reading, or you just highlight everything. Okay. Sometime, by the way, it's not that I set it up. As you know, I highlighted the whole paragraph, but it stopped at the period. It doesn't always do that. I think I just happen to have a setting where it's just reading the sentence, which is ideal. You want information going out independently. Okay, next up, this is the stop. This is the pause reading. This is the stop reading. This is a screenshot reader. This is a translator. So if I click noun and I click on translator, it gives me the Spanish word. Okay. Then there's the highlighting function. So here's where things get tricky. You only want to use a tool one at a time. So here we have the highlighter. You click there and you have multiple colors. This is the eraser. This adds, you can get more highlights, I suppose, or a block read aloud, but you don't want to do that. So let's say I decide to, oh, okay, I want to remember that a proper adjective refers to the name, yeah, name of a, ooh, here we go. Name of a particular person, place, thing, event, or idea. And then I just click on the color. Now let's say I made a mistake. Well, then highlight it all and then click on the brush and it clears it away. Okay. You know it's been clearing away when it reverts back to that deep purple. All right. So that's the highlighting feature. And once you do it, like if I do this and I highlight it, it's done. There's no waiting for saving. Okay. Why don't I get rid of that? And I will clear that off. Now, I had a question about annotating a PDF. Okay, so let's say here's the direction, write the proper adjective in each name. So up here, I'm skipping the vocabulary thing because I don't use it because, well, I'm teaching vocabulary. Why would I want to give it all away? Before you use any other tool, you have to turn off the tool you're using. So click it on and turn off the highlighter. Click on the T and that will, you'll know it's on. There's a highlighted line underneath it. Where you want it to be, click there. You'll see 3 dots. You can extend the dots over if you want. Notice the really big flashing plus thing. I don't know why it starts off with such a large font, but you put one thing. It says Italian, so Italian. Oh, I guess I should be appropriate. 1 point Italian. Okay, just here you have the font changes. Here, smaller to bigger, bigger to smaller. You just keep on clicking until you get what you want. Since I don't need to write across, I'm going to shrink this block down. Okay, now let's say you put in number 2, but you know, you're not a very good typer. You want to do this really fast. Okay, you see, they saw Canada geese flying overhead. I'll click on the microphone, the talk and type. When you click that on, look up here. It goes, hey, you want to use the microphone? You click allow. Canada. Make sure you turn it off because it will keep on recording and typing what you say, and that can get really annoying. Sometimes it gets buggy and doesn't turn off, okay? Now, this crystal ball is for word prediction. So let's say, oh, look, a California sunset. That's a proper noun. So I click this on, I go for, and you know, I don't want to type the whole thing. Oh, look, there it is. I could either press 1 or just click on it and there we go. All right. And that's the way, okay, so, oh, see what I did just now? When I just clicked somewhere else, it opened up a whole new text box. Just click the check to get rid of it. But let's say you want to access this. You just click on where you were, and then you got that box again. But notice this check mark. To save any annotation on a PDF, you have to click that. It closes the box, and then you know it's been saved on the document. If you don't want to keep it, obviously, click on the trash can, and the whole thing disappears. Okay? Now, other things, there's a push pin feature where you can pin in a note. Here is a fun freehand drawing. A lot of your kids know this. You click here. You can change the line color. You can change the thickness. And it's just like that. Here's the eraser. You just click on the one single line you've done. If you need to draw shapes, like let's say you're drawing shapes for geometry, you click on shape drawing and they give you different shape options: rectangles, circles, lines. Okay, and then the erase feature works the same. You can change the color, you can fill in the shape that you did, and you can even change how wide the line is. Okay. Now, sometimes I can't really do it here. If you have a problem and you see a hand gripping and nothing is responding or it's not typing a letter, just reload the entire page, and that will usually fix any bugs it has. And I gotta say, sometimes when people open this up, the typewriter feature is not working, and that can be a really big bummer. Consider going down here, clicking on print, and printing out the document. Okay, I have a Canon. Another option is saving it to Google Drive, and then converting it into a Google Doc and doing it that way. I'm going to cancel that. All right. So unfortunately, if you don't have a text, you might have to just print it out. And again, the features for printing are at the bottom toolbar. Okay, here's the download, here's the finding something in the document. These are reorienting the document. Okay, so that is pretty much, oh, we have more features here: options, help, support, feedbacks. Sign out, don't do that, keep it activated. And again, if you have problems activating it, go to your the three dots. I forgot to say that. You'll go to the three dots, not here, but if you're using a Chromebook or Mac-based, I'm not a Mac-based, a Windows-based machine, there'll be three dots here. You click there, you go to More Tools, and then you end up with that option of extensions so that you can see what programs are turned on or not. But again, sometimes the text feature works, sometimes it doesn't. It works for some kids at home and not others, and I have no idea why. I'm sorry. Okay, so that is a quick overview of how to use Read and Write and how to annotate a document. If you have more specific questions, please contact me. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks, everyone.